Hey, this is Fernie Sabals, and if you want to learn how my friend Ray Higdon went from being jobless and in personal foreclosure with $300 in his bank account to becoming the #1 income earner in his company, stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hello and welcome to this week's Attraction Marketing Biz Building lesson, and today I present a titan. Today I have my close personal friend, client, and colleague Ray Higdon, who's managed to build a multi-7-figure empire using both online and offline network marketing strategies. In fact, Ray was an attendee, a student, at my first live event, which taught him how to take his offline business building efforts to the internet, which resulted in exponential growth of both his MLM organization and his overall income. This video was recorded exactly 1 year after that first event, where Ray went from student to speaker the following year. Before going online, however, Ray established some critical things both in his mind and strategically, which allowed him to fully benefit from the online business building. I'll let Ray share with you, and then I'll share with you how to follow the exact same path Ray followed for building online as well. Here's Ray.
Yeah. Woo! Man. Nice. You guys fired up or what? Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome. So let's get started. So I'm gonna share with you my personal story, and I hope you get something out of it. I'm gonna talk a little bit about online and offline marketing, some of the things that I've used to climb out of a tough spot. I am an ex-real estate investor. You know, I feel like they should start a real estate investor anonymous, right? Hi, my name is Ray, and I invested in real estate. Thanks for sharing, Ray. Right? Can't you see it? That'd be a pretty big group, right? And you know, I was not the example of no excuses in 2009. Had a lot of excuses. Kind of hoped for the market to get better, hoped for things to turn around, but I never actually did anything about it. I was kind of in a financial and mental coma. Does anyone know anyone like that right now? Few people, right? That's you know, it's tough. In personal foreclosure, in fact, I'll tell you my story. One of the worst days of my life is I'm having a nice barbecue at my house, and you know, that should be a good day, right, in Florida, and having a nice barbecue, and there's a knock at the door. My mother goes to answer it, and the gentleman delivered her papers and said, "These are Ray Higdon's foreclosure papers." Of course, my mom didn't know anything about that, so that was a pretty crappy day. And I distinctly remember coming home from a trip where I was trying to make some money up in Pennsylvania, and came home. And I'm looking at my bank statement, and the bank statement says $300. And you know, it was at that point that I made a decision. I said, you know what? I'm not a $300 in the bank account guy. What the heck is going on? And you know what? There's a lot of people in this country and around the world that are not, they're not indicative of their bank accounts. Do you believe that? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in this room that you have so much power and so much wealth and abundance, it's just your bank account doesn't reflect it yet. And that's exactly how I looked at it. And so I made a decision that I was going to do something about it. I was on the brink of bankruptcy. In the last 18 months, and this is just to share with you what's possible. Okay, in the last 18 months, I did hit $40,000 a month in my 7th month, and in my primary company, became the #1 income earner in my company, went from 0 to 50,000 hits a month to my blog. By the way, No Excuses was my very first marketing conference I ever attended last year. Last year, yeah. So how did I do it? Well, I used online and offline. Now, some people, when they hear offline, they think, I'm Billy to Billy, right? Where I want to be online. Yeah, man. Man, another 10 G's. Cool. I don't know from where, right? Well, a combination of those two is what I'm suggesting. And here's something, it's going to be a little tough for some of you. from talking with a lot of people in this industry, a lot of people getting into online marketing, getting into network marketing, a lot of people go to internet marketing out of either weakness or perceived weakness. Well, Ray, I'm not willing to get better at talking to people, so I just hope for leads to come in magically and mystically. Right? It's tough for some people to hear. And I'll tell you, if you go into, and you really want to build an empire, if you go into anything based out of weakness, it's not built on a solid foundation. You want to actually have a solid foundation of strength in your mindset. Okay? I want you to think about this. Every single person that joins anything online is the warm market of somebody. And they would prefer to join someone that they know. If you're not calling your leads, just make an assumption that I am signing them up. So if you get that lead from Magnetic or MLSP or whatever other system that you use, and it has a phone number in there, and you say, oh, okay, I hope they go through my funnel. I'm gonna funnel them. Hope they get funneled. I don't like to talk to people anyway. Who wants to talk to those guys that want opportunities, right? Just assume, okay, that one's for Ray. You don't have to forward it to me, but just send me like an email, say, congrats, Ray. Got another one, his name's Rod, out of Austin. Congrats. And, so everyone knows what that stands for, right? What would Dillard do, right? I'm gonna wear a little bracelet. What would Dillard do? Makes me think about my marketing, right? Well, we had him on stage at the Live the Dream event, MLSP, last, I think, year. I don't know when that was. I kind of lose track of time. But, and someone asked him, Mike, when should you ever talk to your friends and family? I mean, here you're the granddaddy of attraction marketing. Should you ever talk to your friends and family? And what he said was so powerful. What he said was, well, yeah, when you just don't care if they sign up or not. See, that's posture. That's posturing. That is how, we have the opportunity to change this entire world. We know that this is a better way, but most people do not. So we want to be strong. We want to be postured. We want to be able to spread this message. This is not us asking for, would you pretty please look at my presentation? This is, hey, do you qualify for my time? Are you open-minded enough to qualify for my time? Yeah, thank you very much, yeah. Don't hope out of weakness. Oh, thank you. And have strength in all that you do, and we'll talk about that. And I'll tell you, if you are not talking to people that you know, you're being selfish. There are people in every single one of your cell phones right now that were where I was, that was in foreclosure, that was on the brink of bankruptcy, that was struggling, that I didn't know what the heck I was going to do. Struggling. There are people that you know in your cell phone right now, but your ego on possibly getting rejected is too large, so you won't call them. I am not saying to chase them, beg them, or bug them. I don't chase, beg, or bug anybody. I'm saying present your information, because there are people that you could help out. And you know what? If this is something that, what if you become huge? What if you start pulling down $100,000 a month? What if you do that? And you see 2 out of your 5 closest friends are being foreclosed, and you didn't even talk to them. How does that make you feel? This is not us begging for business. Pretty please, can I get a commission from you? This is, let me show you a better way. I see more people that are working harder than they've ever worked before, making less than they've ever made. Corporate America knows 75 people behind you that would love to take your job and wouldn't complain about working weekends. This is a better way. And our job is to be evangelists of this and share it with people. Share it. So you guys want some tactics that you can apply right now? Yeah. Little intro. I use this all the time. Hey, just throwing it out there. Would you be open to a side project that doesn't interfere with what you're currently doing? But at this event, you're running around people. We're in Vegas. Do you know the people that are really, really struggling financially probably aren't out in the casinos and things? There may be a few, right? But what if you connect with someone? You have no idea if the next $1 million earner is walking right past you? You have no idea. You know, one of the best guys in my team is a 72-year-old. He does 2 meetings a week, and he used to make $1 million a year in a different network marketing company. How many of you would have walked right past him? A lot. A lot. Now, this is not getting bummed out or, oh, man, I can't believe he said no. Who cares? You got to have that mentality. If someone says no, who cares? Say it with me. Who cares? Who cares? Nice. Who cares? Who cares? But if you didn't at least present the information, you'll never know. You know, our job is only 2 things. Present information, provide options. That's it. You don't have to chase people. I tell people all the time, it may or may not be for you. If you're interested, great. If not, no big deal. In fact, I talk about it right here. Well, it may or may not be for you. If you're interested, great. I'll get your information, send you a little video. 6-minute video, goes over my deal. If you're into it, great. If not, no big deal. You see, that's powerful. They're like, wow, he doesn't need to sell me. He doesn't need to close me. Calling your leads. Every week. Now, sometimes I'll have 3 or 4 people that I sponsor, but every week, at least one person that I sponsor in my primary company has called or at least opted in with their phone number to other marketers. This guy, most recent one, had a gentleman. He had opted in with phone number to 5 different marketers. None of them called him. Guess who did? Guess whose business he's in, right? If you're wanting to build a serious residual, that is connecting with other people. It's a people business. It's an absolute people business. I love this. Got it from a man said, what has recently changed in your life that has you open to a home-based business? Is that a good line or what? Because there's so much power in that line. What has recently changed, so you're digging for information, that has you open, you're assuming they're open, to a home business. Such a powerful line. It's not tough to talk to leads, guys, especially people that are opting in to talk to you. If they leave your phone number, they want to talk to you. That is why they left it. It's the only reason. They left it to talk to you. Now, some of you will get this question. What's this all about? Does anyone ever get that? What's this all about? How about that line? It's about me interviewing you to see if you're a fit for my team and my time. Ooh. Now you could follow that up. You could follow that up and say, look, are you even open to making money from home? A little bit of attitude. Someone brings the attitude, you got to bring it back. You know, it's not like, this is about me presenting to you a wonderful opportunity that is ground floor and we're the next $1 billion business. Right? Would you pretty please look at this? It's not that. You are qualifying people. Qualify them. See if they're worthy of your time. There are people that I say, you know what? I just don't think this is a fit for you. And it feels good. Feels good. I know, any of you marketers out there, I know some of you in here wish you could have done that to people you already have in your team, am I right? You just immediately thought of, man, I should have said it to this and this and this, right? You thought of that. So know that you can have success. Last year I sat in a chair just like you guys. Actually, it wasn't as nice. We weren't as nice, it wasn't as nice as a venue, right? It was still cool, but it wasn't as nice, okay? But I sat there, shook hands with most of the speakers, picked their brains anytime that I could, and I suggest you do the same. You know, you are not an island. You are here, and you have a sliver of time to spend time with the people around you and the speakers on stage, including myself. Pick my brain. Pick the other speaker's brain. That's what I did. What's interesting is if you go back 2 years, okay? Last year I was a student. The year before that, that's when I was in foreclosure. What a difference a year makes. What a huge difference 2 years makes. Okay? I made a decision. And thanks to No Excuses and just great leaders around. You know, in corporate America, you don't get this. You don't get people that may be in different companies that are willing to share with you what they actually do to get business? You don't get that. You know, in corporate America, everyone's fighting for the scraps at the table. They're fighting for that. You know, if you get the raise, they may stop inviting you to a party because it's about lack. It's about limited. There's only so much to go around. And, you know, just know, I love this industry. I love, you know, the people that I work with. And I really do. You know, some people I know, they maybe don't like people so much. You know, they like sales, but don't necessarily like people, don't necessarily like coaching. That's the stuff that I strive on. You know, sales come when you connect and help a lot of people. That's what comes. Focus on the people, and all of the rest will happen for you and for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey there. Well, that was Ray Higdon exactly 5 years ago when he was still pretty new to the online business building stuff. Since then, as you may have noticed, Ray has gone on to build a multi-million-dollar business in our space and is respected by both online and offline network marketers. Now, you may be asking, okay, now that I got some offline stuff from Ray, what next? Well, if you want to follow the exact same path Ray and many of our students have followed to leverage the internet, in a few moments, I want to give you something for free, which will show you how to do that. But right now, what I'd like for you to do is that if you enjoyed this content and would like to see more of it, please like, comment, and share this video with your friends below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer your questions. On behalf of Tim Irway and everyone at Elite Marketing Pro, have a wonderful and productive week. For 10 free online recruiting lessons and to get information about my best-selling book, where I dive deep into rejection-free sponsoring methods using the internet, visit elitemarketingpro.com/go. I'll see you there.